Hello. So I said that I was going to go live this evening at 8 o'clock. So here I am. Why is it important to spread hope during the holidays is the topic for this evening. You know, there's a lot of misconceptions about the holiday season, right? There's a number of things that go on that people don't actually realize. And I think some of those misconceptions are that we believe that everyone will actually get a hot meal during the holidays, right? And people actually want to be around their family during the holidays. You know, that's one of the easiest misconceptions that I personally know that I have, you know, and also that sharing is caring. You know, a lot of people think that if they share and they give, that the person on the receiving end will actually appreciate what it is that they have been given. But sometimes people feel as though you feel sorry for them and they actually resent you for the types of gifts that you give, you know, and those are a few myths that I personally had about the holiday season. But one of the things that I often realize is that although the holiday season is a joyful time for many, it's not a joyful time for all the rest of the people, right? People suffer from depression, they suffer from suicidal thoughts, they suffer from hopelessness. And, you know, because of these things, I've actually decided to be a part of the solution in spreading hope during the holidays. So who am I? My name is Tamara T. Bush, and I am the author of The Cheat Code, which is a mother's GPS for the love of her son. And I help people, parents, take back their families by bridging a communication gap with their children. So we're going to just hop right in. I'm not going to keep you guys long. So if you are watching me live, go ahead and put the word live in the comment section. If you're watching the replay, definitely do hashtag replay so that others can get a hold of this video as well. All right. Now, before I talk about what I'm personally doing to spread hope during the holidays, I want to first go into some definitions, right? What is the definition of hope? So last week, I don't know if you guys were able to see, but last week I made a post on my social media where I asked the question, what is hope and what does that mean to you? And so listen, my friends came through with some phenomenal answers and definitions of what they believe hope means to them. And so I want to take this time out to thank all of those that went to my post and all of those that responded. Angie Mitchell, Valencia, Shania, Joan, Patricia, Annette, Rudy, Angela Hope, and Muhammad. You know who you are. I love you guys so much for taking the time out to comment on my post from last week. It really, really means a lot. And it gave me what I needed in order to work on this project because I really, truly was working on the project, right? So you all got me thinking about what hope was and what it actually meant to me. So when I really sat and thought about hope, I said, okay, what is hope? Hope, in my definition, is trust. Hope is trust. You know, it's really the ability to just keep going, right? You know, although you don't know what's coming, hope is the ability to become still during those times of chaos and really begin to look up and ahead to what's to come, right? Knowing that your current situation is temporary and that there are better days to come. You know, oftentimes we make, you know, permanent decisions in a temporary situation because we don't see ourselves on the other side of that situation. And this is what hope is. Hope gives you the ability to look above and beyond your current situation, to know that this is not the end all be all, right? It's not the end of the world for your current situation that you're going through. So when I heard about the opportunity to become a part of the Christian Authors Network, Hope for the Holidays project, I was elated because this is a program that publishes the message of hope for those that are struggling. And I knew that I needed to be a part of that. And I have my reasons. But some of the main reasons why I wanted to be a part of this project is because I wanted to take the personal responsibility to make sure that I spread a clear and positive message during these trying times. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now, too much really. There's really too much going on in the world right now. So, there's a lot of hate, there's a lot of negativity, there's a lack of compassion for human life, and human decency is just out the window in a lot of these situations, right? Um, our moral compass is shaken. A lot of people, especially a lot of young people, are struggling with identity issues. They don't know who they are. And it's not just young people, it's older people too. It's definitely older people too. But what I've come to realize is that there is a blatant lack of discernment. Um, and so people struggle with identity issues because they can't openly voice their opinion without being shamed or being condemned or attacked. So because people are not able to openly share their opinion, they tend to take on the opinions of others, and they sort of go with the status quo, or they go with the flock is what I like to call it, right? So people have sort of removed their ability to think for themselves, and they typically go with the consensus. And when I look at that, that to me is an identity issue, right? They go with the flow so that they can avoid conflict, which is really, really sad. You have to have the ability to agree to disagree. When someone has a differing opinion different than what yours is, you agree to disagree. It's not that serious. You don't go all in on that person and attack them because they don't see eye to eye in what it is that you believe in. And so it's so crazy, because this is one of the things that I talk about in my book, chapter 2 of the cheat code. I talk about knowing who you are. Who are you? And I take you through a series of questions that most people we need to ask ourselves a series of questions to really know and understand who we are when it comes to dealing with conflict and dealing with relationships. Because when you begin to know who you are, it's going to help you sort of walk through and work through some of the issues that you're having in your relationships, right? And one of the things that I know and understand is that we cannot be in denial of who we are. We can't be in denial, because we lose the ability to make decisions with deductive reasoning if we can't just sort of walk it out or talk it out, whatever that looks like. One of the things that I also realize is that there are a lot of issues that we have that we don't necessarily heal from. There are some things that we went through in our childhood that's manifesting in our marriage, or our relationship with our siblings, or our relationships with our children, that because we have not taken the time to heal from those issues, we can't properly deal with those issues now. And this also goes back to knowing who you are, right? So what did I do? I went and I submitted an article. The article was entitled Hope for the Holidays, right? Which goes deeper into the topic that I posted from last week. And so the great news, the big announcement that I wanted to make tonight is to let you all know that my article was selected to be featured. Yay! And I'm so excited that I get to share this message, right? So I want you guys to just sort of keep your eyes open. I will let you know when the article is available, when it's live, so then you can go and share this article with anyone that is a parent, or anyone that has that special young person in their life, right? That special young person that they're trying to work through some issues with, and they just need that one thing that's going to help turn that relationship around, right? So let me give you all just a small little sneak peek into my article. So, and I'm reading from my actual article, right? So many of us have prayed and waited a long time, because although we have hope, we lack movement. God knows that his children have hopes and dreams. This is why he took us out of eternity and placed us into time, to allow us to be fruitful through our works, restore what is lost, and heal our wounds. However, sometimes during our time of waiting, we fall deep into despair, leaving us unprepared for the day our promise arrives, right? We forget that everything in our life is for a reason and has a season, and hopelessness can cause us to make permanent decisions in a temporary situation. When we do this, aren't we actually deferring the thing that we hoped for? So this is something that I ponder on every single day, right? I am trying to be at a constant state of preparing myself for the promise. What has God promised you? You know, we have to tap into that. And we have to be able to recognize when God is giving us the things that we pray for, because oftentimes we don't. You know, we have to be able to see when he's sending people our way that's going to help take us towards the promise that he has placed on our life, right? So I'm interested to know what you all think. You know, just leave me a comment. Let me know if you agree with my definition of hope, or if you have a definition of your own that you want to share. What are some of the things that you're doing right now to spread the word of hope? I would love to hear your feedback. So definitely drop it in the comments, right? So I'm about to wrap up, but before I go, I have some more good news. Now, I don't know if you all have been following me on social media, so you do know that the new book that I have coming out is called The Cheat Code. So it's currently in pre-launch at $14.99, still in pre-launch, right? But what I am doing to make the message of hope more accessible when that book is released is I am dropping the price of the book from $14.99 to $11.99 starting Friday, November the 26th through Monday, November the 29th, right? Because I want as many people to be able to get a hold of this book so that you can share it with that young person or the parent or guardian or whoever that has that special young person in their life, so that they can tap into what hope means for them, right? So this is very important that this information is spread. Now, because I'm partnering with the Christian Authors Network program, they are actually donating 50 cents of every book sold during this time frame. So from Black Friday to Monday, and we're donating 50 cents for every book sold to the National Multiple Sclerosis Society, whose mission is to cure multiple sclerosis while empowering people affected by MS to live their best lives. So if you want to learn more about that movement, you can go to nationalmssociety.org. All right, so again, I would love to hear your thoughts. I said I wasn't going to keep you all for an extended period of time. I just wanted to hop on really quick and share this exciting news because I'm super excited to share this message of hope for the holidays. This means a lot to me. And let's go on this journey together of sharing hope. And one of the other things that I would like to hear from you is just list maybe one thing that you have done this holiday season to share hope with your fellow family member, neighbor, your coworker, a stranger. Just list one thing that you have done to share hope. I would love to hear from you guys. Please take the time out and just share the message of hope during the holidays. I thank you all so much for listening. Peace and blessings to all of you, and I will see you soon. Happy holidays.